Hello children, welcome to today's English class. In our last class, we completed the lesson Festivals of Northeast India. Children, today let us discuss the vocabulary and language part of this lesson. Okay? Children, at first we will discuss about the use of hardly, barely and scarcely. Hardly, which part of speech is it? Can you tell me? Very good. Adverb. Children, let us discuss what is adverb and its types. Adverb, a word or phrase that modifies an adjective, verb or other adverb or a word group expressing a relations of place, time, manner, frequency, degree, etc. Okay children, what are its types? See, adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency and adverbs of degree. So children, today's content is hardly, barely and scarcely. These three are used to describe the adverbs of frequency. Okay? These three, hardly, barely and scarcely, are used to describe the adverbs of frequency. Okay children? Children, next, meanings of hardly. Almost no, almost none, almost not. That means hardly mean to almost no, almost none and almost not, and it has a negative meaning. Then use of hardly. It is used before any, anyone, the word hardly, the word hardly is used before the word any, anyone, anything, ever and at all. Okay? But don't use the word hardly with the word no, no one, none, no one, nobody, nothing and never. Okay? Why? Because it already shows the negative meaning. So it cannot be used with any negative words. Clear? Then come to the next. It comes after the auxiliary verb and before other verbs. Children, you remember, hardly is always used after the auxiliary verb and before the main verbs. Okay? Let us see some examples. First, she hardly ever goes out. Here the word hardly is used before the word ever and the main verb goes. Come to the second example. It hardly rains in desert. Children, see here the word hardly is used before the main verb rains. Okay? Next, a false tongue will hardly speak the truth. Children, see this. Here the word hardly is used after the auxiliary verb and before the main verb. Remember, after the auxiliary verb and before the main verb. Okay? Then children, remember one thing. I can hardly wait. I can't hardly wait. There are two sentences. The first one is grammatically correct, but the second one is not correct. Why? Because here cannot is used with the word hardly. So this is a negative word and hardly is also a negative. It shows negative meaning. So this hardly cannot be placed with any negative words. So this is a wrong sentence. It is grammatically incorrect. Okay? Then scarcely. Hardly is okay children. Then come to scarcely. Scarcely means not quite and not enough. Come to the examples. I could scarcely touch it. He has scarcely any money. Children, look at the second example. He has scarcely any money. And I could scarcely touch it. He had scarcely any money. In place of this, in this sentence, in place of scarcely, you can use hardly also. But this sentence indicates money, that means not enough or not quite. He had not enough money or not quite money. So this sentence mostly indicates this meaning scarcely. So it is better to use scarcely than hardly. Okay. Then come to the word barely. It means only just or not more than. Look at the example. There were barely 20 people in the hall. Children, there were only just 20 people in the hall. So the word barely is used here. There were hardly 20 people in the hall. This is also right. But barely is more appropriate than hardly. Okay. Then come to the uses. First, scarcely and barely are used in adverbs of frequency. As hardly is used for the adverbs of frequency, similarly, barely and scarcely also used for the adverbs of frequency. Then, first one complete, then second, they follow the same rules. The rule which is followed for hardly, the same rule is also followed for the use of scarcely and barely. Okay, that means it is used before the main verb and after the auxiliary verb. Okay, it is the rule which is applicable for the barely, scarcely and hardly. Next, third one is, this should be used according to the need of the sentence. As I told you here that you may use hardly or scarcely, and you may use here hardly or barely. Which one is more appropriate, you can use it. According to the need of the sentence, you can use the word hardly or barely or scarcely. Okay? Children, let us do some exercise. Rewrite the sentence using hardly, barely or scarcely in them. Okay? First, I saw almost none in the darkness. What will be the answer? Very good. I hardly saw in the darkness. I hardly saw in the darkness. Okay, children? Darkness. Because hardly is used in place of almost none, because the meaning is almost none. Next, the team could not score any goal. Very good. The team could hardly score any goal, because not will be used here. The team could hardly score any goal. Okay. Next, the beggar has nothing to eat. Good. The beggar has hardly anything to eat. Nothing will be changed into anything, because hardly plus anything refers to nothing. The beggar has hardly anything. Don't write nothing. Remember it. Anything to eat. Okay. Next, there was almost no sugar in the jar. Good. There was hardly any sugar in the jar. There was hardly any sugar in the jar. Okay. The last one is, I know her very slightly. Good. In place of very slightly, that means very little, you will use hardly. So, I hardly know her. The word hardly was used before the main verb know. I hardly No. Huh. Okay. Okay, children. Then let us discuss about the homophones. What are homophones? Homophones are words which sound the same but are spelled differently. Sound same. The pronunciation will be same but the spelling will be different. Let's see examples. Shell. See children. Shell and shell. Here the spelling is C-E-L-L and this is S-E-L-L. The spelling is different but it sounds same. Cell. Then the spelling flower and flower. The spelling is different. F-L-O-U-R and F-L-O-W-R but it sounds same. Next B-U-Y by, B-Y by. Spelling different but sounds same. Mad, mad. M-A-D-E and M-A-I-D. Spelling different but sounds same. Children, let us use some homophones, correct homophones in this exercise. Underline the incorrect homophones and replace them with the correct ones. First one, Assam is a state in the northeast region of India. Children, find out which one is the incorrect homophone here. Very good. Region. So what is the correct one? R-E-Z-I-O-N. It also sounds region or pronounced region. Next, Losar is a New Year festival in Arunachal Pradesh. Good. Year will be replaced by New Year. New Year. Okay. Next, people pray gods for prosperity. Here, the pray, the word pray P-R-E-Y-E will be replaced by P-R-A-Y, pray. Okay, children. Next, rich harvest is the result of hard labor. Good. H-E-R-D will be removed by H-A-R-D. Okay, hard. Okay, children. Next, let us discuss about the preposition. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word used with a noun or pronoun to show its relation to some other word or words in a sentence. Examples are in, on, at. These are the single word prepositions, and along with, apart from, like this, these are the multi-word prepositions. Children, let us use some prepositions, correct prepositions in the fill in the blanks. Complete the sentence using appropriate preposition choosing from the box. There are some prepositions in the box. You will choose the correct preposition and fill the blanks. First one, the movie is based a real life. Very good. Based on a real life. Okay. Next, shall I add some sugar dash to your tea? Very good. To your tea. Next, she is blessed dash good health. Very good. With. She is blessed with good health. Okay. Next, the last one is safety rules prescribe precautions dash fire against fire. Very good. A-G-A-I-N-S-T, against. Okay. Next, phrasal verbs. Children, let us discuss about phrasal verb. What is a phrasal verb? A phrase that consists of a verb and a preposition particle or an adverb particle is called a phrasal verb. Okay? Look at the example. Shut up, colon, break down, look up, break in, etc. Okay? Let us use some appropriate phrasal verbs in the fill in the blanks. Complete the sentence using the phrasal verbs appropriately. There are some phrasal verbs in the box. Choose the correct ones. Young men and women dash their best traditional attire. Is it take place, hand down, drive away or get in? Which one is correct? Very good. Get in is correct. Get in. Next children, the festivals dash in the month of July. Very good. Take place. Take place. Children, next, people pray the gods to days evil spirits. Very good. Drive away. Drive away. Okay. Next, the last one is the songs have been dashed through many generations, have been handed down. Okay. Handed down through many generations. Okay, children? Children, see, a word is here P-R-A-Y. It is wrongly written. The correct one is P-R-A-Y, which we have discussed earlier. Okay? Children, see next. Come to the passive sentence. Why by agent is missing in passive sentence? A question is there. In some passive sentence, the by phrase is missing because the agent is either unknown or well understood or not disclosed by the speaker. That means it is very common to you. Everybody knows it. There is no need to mention. See the example. The police caught the thief. And the passive voice is the thief was caught. Here the by agent is not mentioned. Why? Because it is the common duty of the police that he catches the thief. So there is no need to mention the by agent here in the passive voice form. Children, use some correct passive. Put the following sentence into the passive without by phrase. That means you will change the sentence into passive form without using the by agent. Okay? See the first one. Farmers grow grapes in Hyderabad. Tell the answer. Very good. Grapes are grown in Hyderabad. So it is the common duty of the farmers to grow the harvest. Grapes are grown in Hyderabad. Okay, children. Next, people make paper from pulp. Very good. Paper is made from pulp. Paper is made from pulp. Okay. Next, someone broke the window. Good. The window was broken. The window was broken. Okay, children. Next, the last one is somebody stole her purse. Children, what will be the passive form? Passive form is her purse was stolen, but don't use the by agent. Her purse was stolen. Okay? Okay, children? Children, next discuss about the non-finite verbs. What is non-finite verbs? Non-finite verbs carry no tense in the sentence. Remember it. It is easy to remember. So what are the verb forms of the non-finite verb? First one is to infinitive, bare infinitive, ing form, and en form or ed form. Non-finite clause. Then comes the non-finite clause. Our contest is non-finite clause. So how could you find a non-finite clause in the sentence? A subordinate clause which is based on to infinitive or participle. Okay. Children, see how find out the non-finite verbs in the next exercises. Okay. Underline the non-finite clause in the sentence, following sentence. Okay. First one. The paper is a wind instrument made of buffalo horn. Children, find out the non-finite clause. Very good. Made of buffalo horn. You will underline it. Next, on this occasion, people clean their homes and discard the old to bring in the new year. Very good. To bring in the new year. This is to infinitive and this is ed form of the non-finite verb. Next, man and women of all ages wearing their traditional dresses and headgear perform folk dances and sing traditional songs. So, find out the non-finite clause here. Yes, wearing their traditional dresses and headgear. Okay, children, this is the ing form. The last one is the villagers climb the nearest hilltops for they believe that this will help them to rise to higher planes in their life. So here the non-finite clause is help them, which is bare infinitive, to rise in the higher planes in their life. Okay, children? So children, this is all about your today's class. Thank you. Bye-bye.